So what we'll be doing today is that we have it in mind that we have already discussed the bill previously like that. Today's session will be focused on the debate aspect and the voting.
Agenda of the session. When roll call is done, she's going to mark all of the numbers and present it to the chief clerk. The chief clerk will then read the numbers. We have our engrossing clerk. He basically does the engrossed bills. All of the amendments are going to be made around there. He's going to take note of it. It's going to be, the final bill is going to be done in his handwriting. It will be then sent to the archive. So whenever we reference that bill, we're going to go to it to be the original copy of it. So our session that I'm going to call is the Honorable Speaker when he enters. Then the Speaker is going to strike his gavel to call session to order. Please take note.
Representing members, may we rise as we welcome you to speak on the
distinguished and determine the direction, not as opposing sides, or has
The championing mission, accountability, and
Process County, Honorable Mwese Tolon. Greg.
agenda. We will now call for motion. Honorable Beta, are there any proposed amendments or
colleagues of this?
Your issue is before my desk, and are we all ready to vote? We shall now consider the call for petition. Chief Clerk.
Petition.
There are no petition. Next on our order of people, we have call for standing committee reports. Chief Clerk.
Honorable Speaker, there are no standing committees report.
No.
The Honorable House of Representatives, Capitol Building, Monrovia, Liberia. A communication from Honorable Dantati Sai, Representative, Cranky Plan County District Number 1, December 29, 2025.
Presiding Officer, Honorable Deputy Speaker, fellow colleagues. There is a second reading for this act, and as we all know, there was a study done by the World Bank early last year, and a report from that finding suggests that the population of this country, 60 to 61% of that population is the youth. And you may agree with me that every one of us who are seated today in plenary were voted and we were overwhelmingly supported by young people. The issue of unemployment is a problem. That in order for us to have a very forceful and a robust society, the youth, the young people, we have to empower them. Go across our schools today, universities and secondary, especially for secondary education. One of the major subjects that should be taught in school is civics.
Honorable Speaker and distinguished Honorable President here. So, the Honorable Representative of Local County District Number 1, if we accept this act and this proposed act, if Honorable Jeremiah can include health within this proposal and also include people with disabilities, because this issue is a nationwide thing. It's not limited to only a specific group. So until these things can be added, we have to revisit this act because it's actually incomplete and the people of Global Country cannot accept it.
Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I rise today to respectfully oppose the motion or the act of the Youth Civic Engagement and Leadership Act. Why I do so is on 4 bases. One, the reason I oppose this act because the first in the act will duplicate the existing laws and institutions. Secondly, the bill represents significant financial burden on the country, which of course we don't want to take. We already have existing laws and protocol that govern other youth institutions like the LINSU, the FLA, and the Manuel Union that is in our budget now. So we don't think it will be prudent enough for the come and pass another bill establishing another Youth Engagement Act. So on this basis, we are saying no, this act should be kept and carried over to committee room for verification.
The youth should be engaged into civic leadership act.
I said earlier that we are all honorable members, and we are expected to behave as we have been referred to. So
how do you feel about what happened in there?
Well, once it is in the interest of our people, we do not feel anyhow. The speaker overlooked us. At first you saw that when we came, we presented our communication. The speaker placed it under the wall only because we are not from his party. When we raise our hands on the point of order for information, the speaker never recognized us. But when a Mayor Jeremiah Numa, who represents Wansuma County, raise a hand, you always allow him. So, I mean, we're not deterred. Our people are watching, they are aware that we are.
And I think the issue raised are very quintessential. And we often talk about young people, we raise issues about young unemployment in Liberia, but we do not pay emphasis on the disadvantaged youth. So I would like to share the statistic from the World Meter that estimated that Liberia currently has a population of 5.7 million people. And of that number, the youth age from 15 to 35 amount to 75%. And out of over 3 million young people in Liberia, 65% of them are disadvantaged youth, which amount for a vast majority of young people. So I think it is important enough for him to include the inclusion of disadvantaged youth within the document that was presented. And I think based on the improvement that will be made on that communication, then he can have my full support.
Honorable Presiding, Deputy Presiding, distinguished colleagues, I think the bill is not timely. Not just that it is not timely, the bill is biased. The bill does not include people with disability. How do we engage them? There is no clear footprint on the implementation of this bill. So, Mr. Speaker, I want my lender colleague, Honorable Nemo, to take this bill back and include almost the things we're saying, all of the things we're saying, other police suggestions in the bill. Let the honorable colleague work with the Committee on Youth and Sport, the Committee on Education, to help him, since it is not his expertise, to help him form this bill and write it more sufficiently so that the honorable cannot come present two-line bill in front of us yet. Let the honorable go back and readjust on this bill and submit the bill. Thank you.
Because honorable members
to show that I lead this honorable body on the pillars of integrity, and that this honorable body will not be involved into any act of corruption, because we believe strongly that our integrity and the identification of our children depends on our actions right now. So we will not in any way accept any form of bribery, any form of manipulation of this process. So we want to have a brief, a 1-minute executive conversation, and we'll ask the media team to excuse us. The chief clerk will call your name, and you will answer present, and you say, I vote yes or I vote no. That's put on the record. To call the counted name and call the representative name. Yes, yeah, that's the reason why we need the media. Everything being said and done, the discussion, the debate, are we all ready to vote? Are we all ready to vote?
Yes.
Yes, she said yes.
I'm Honorable Rina Sebi Robin, I vote. I do not have a full disclosure of this bill, so I vote no.
I say no to this bill.
Grand Pastor for Aaron Chie.
First, I didn't understand the bill, but I vote yes.
Like I said, this bill is premature. I vote no.
For our past sittings, we have lengthily discussed this bill, and today, the day for the debate and the voting. And firstly, I want to commend every distinguished member here that you represented your people, you shared your thoughts, and you participated in the voting process. And I strongly believe that your vote today will reflect on not just you as an individual, but the people that you are leading. So, with power vested in me, through you as the Speaker of this Honorable House, I will announce the result. Then we continue with the business of the House. According to the record that we have here, we have 1 abstain. We have 8 no. And people who say yes, vote 12.
Money here, and we know people gave statement here that did not reflect the vote. Is that carries that? Please. I represent the people of district number 2, but this bill that was passed minutes ago by 2 of our colleagues was not in the interest of the people. They built to impact the leadership and civil education bill law. So what I think is, I told my fellow colleagues that the bill should be revisited and sent back to the committee room. But unfortunately, some of my colleagues took $10,000. But me, I told them, say, I came here for the interest of the people. I don't want to take any money. I don't want to be no stealing business. On this note, I want to say viral that the Honorable House of Representatives are very corrupt.
My name is Honorable Dantati Sai of Grand Cape Mount County. I'm also